Hey guys, so today, welcome to today I guess. So today I wanted to film before I headed out. I just have some time to kill. I'm supposed to be going over to my friend Floss's house, but she fell asleep and she told us not to go over until she sorted things out. So we're going to go over there for a few drinks and hopefully it will be really good. So I kind of was scrolling through my Tumblr favorites or something on Tumblr, and I was like, because I've been just doing this thing for a week or so now, that I've been unfavoriting things on Tumblr to make my favorites smaller. So I've become down to 800 now. I used to have 3,000 and something. So yeah, I found loads of questions on Tumblr and put them down on my phone. And I'm just going to answer them today. So I suppose this is kind of a random question Tumblr question video. So let's get started. So Tumblr, or that's the heading question. Put your iPod on shuffle. What are the first 6 songs? Okay. Right, this is the iPod I have at the moment. So it's literally it's an iPod now and it's broke. The screen is broke. Don't know why. Took it out of my school bag one day and it was like that. So yeah, so I'm not going to do the 6 random songs, because sometimes when I turn it on, it kind of comes on but then it just kind of goes again. So I was currently listening to songs on YouTube of a YouTube mix. So let me just see what the first 6 songs were. Okay. The first 6 songs were, I was listening to a Christina Aguilera YouTube mix. So the first 6 songs are Lady Marmalade, Candyman, Ain't No Other Man, Fighter, Beautiful, and that's 6, isn't it? 1, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. And the last one was Genie Bottle. So I kind of skipped over them, but yeah, that's the first 6 songs. Next is, if you could meet anyone on this earth, who would it be? Oh god. Right. All of the Marvel actors, not Thor, Chris Hemsworth, Robert Downey Jr., what's his name? Oh my god, what's his name? Jeremy Renner, Mark Ruffalo, Tom Hiddleston, whatever, I can never pronounce the second name right. Who else is there? Oh, I can't even remember. Scarlett Johansson, and Chris Evans. Chris Evans, is it? Yeah, that's Chris Evans. It's Captain America, isn't he? Yeah. All of the Supernatural cast and all of the Originals cast and the Vampire Diaries cast, because all of them people are amazing, and I have a picture of Ian on my wall. If you can see, there he is right there. Yeah, they're just perfection in every single way, and I just am in love with them. Even the Supernatural cast. Who was it? Jensen Ackles, Jared Padalecki, and oh my god, what's the name? Misha Collins. This is not what I did today. Next question. Grab the book nearest to you and turn to page 23. Give me line 17. 23. Nearest to me. I'm not reading this book at the moment, but it's Crescendo by Becca Fitzpatrick. Turn to page 23. Line 17. Okay, hold on. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Nice try, he murmured, his lips brushing mine as he spoke. Great.
You going to Sarah's?
Yeah, I know.
You're not going to shop?
I am going.
What to do your Christmas list?
Well, you can do it. Oh, you're not here tomorrow, aren't you? What time are you going for dinner?
6, but I'll be late.
Okay.
Are you
Come on.
a few times to it now, no?
Well, I'm going now in a minute.
Is there drinking? Are you drinking?
Yes, I'm bringing my little bits of Captain Morgan's left. I'll just bring cranberry juice or something. Close the door, please. Hate those moments. Oh, I hate when my mom comes in when I'm filming. It's just so awkward. Yeah. So what was a nice rhyme word as he spoke, brushing his lips against my lips or something. Yeah. Next question is: do you have any strange phobias? Strange phobias? I don't think strange phobias, but well, I'll just say my phobias in general. Public speaking, I absolutely hate. It's just like the worst phobia in the world. Like I recently spoke about it in my a recent video or something. I just get such bad panic attacks. Another phobia is I'm really scared of heights, as a lot of people are. I'm not scared of spiders. Like loads of people are scared of spiders, and I just don't see what the problem is. I say one of my strange phobias is like, and this kind of ties into like the whole heights thing. Well, I used to have a fear ever since I went to London. I kind of got on over this fear, but I used to have a fear of going down escalators, or because they're just so high up, and I just felt like I was gonna fall or something. And I remember I was in town with some friends a few years ago, and one of them went to push me down, and I just got such a fright. Like, it's just such a horrible feeling. But ever since I went to London last year in November, their escalators are completely different to ours. It's like they're really fast. Like I know, like London is such a big city, and like it's a very like rush hour city. Like all hours during the day is like rush hour, and everyone is just in a rush all the time. Like there's no one stops to talk. Like, oh hey, how are you? They're not real like on the go every single time. So that's really annoying about London. That's kind of partly why I didn't enjoy being there. But the escalators in the tube, they're just moving so fast. They're so fast compared to Dublin's escalators, and everyone is just like, as I said, in a rush all the time. So there's literally like the train station and the escalators are like this when you're like trying to stand there, or I don't know, like there's literally no time for standing around. Like even when you go on to an escalator, and like in Ireland here we just like chill on the escalator, we don't like move down the stairs. And in London, like they were just on the escalator and they'd like run down the stairs because they're in a rush to get to their next destination. Just escalators in general. I know that really sounds really weird, but I don't know, just escalators. Next question is favorite band. I think one of my all-time favorite bands at the moment would be, well, all of all time, I suppose. Probably You Me at 6, because I've loved their music for so long, and I'm seeing them in like a few days, I think 10 days, 11 days. They're coming here with 30 Seconds to Mars, and it's like You Me at 6 supporting 30 Seconds to Mars, but the main reason I'm going to see 30 Seconds to Mars is because of You Me at 6. So that's like going to be like the 4th time I see them. So yeah, You Me at 6, and maybe probably, I don't know, I think it probably would be You Me at 6 to be my favourite, because there's a lot of bands I just really love, but I don't think they'd be my favourites. So oh well. Next question. Do you have a collection of anything? A collection of anything. Oh, when I was growing up I used to collect Beanie Babies, and I still have all of them. Like they're in a box upstairs in the attic, along with my sisters and along with my other sisters. Like we've just Beanie Baby mad. At the moment I don't think I collect anything. Just trying to look around my room to see if I do. Well, I say, I think I could say I collect photographs, because I do enjoy making things out of photographs. There's my heart-shaped photographs and then there's like another wall there that has like loads of my other photographs that I've taken, but I don't really think I collect things anymore, so I don't know. Next question, are you happy with the person you've become? Well, my last night's video was saying how happy I am and how I've become so happy to this day kind of thing, because I've had a hard time with like a lot of things. And are you happy with the person you've become? That's kind of a hard question for me. I suppose I'm happy with how I am now. Like next week something could happen, or like I could just be in one of my like moods or anything. Like obviously then I wouldn't be happy with who I've become, but as I'm like judging myself as a person now, I think I am happy as I don't know. Yeah, I think I am happy with a lot of things, because I've kind of grown into a much better person than I was like a few years ago. And like when it comes to like friends and family, I know and I appreciate a lot of them more than I did a few years ago. And I suppose that kind of makes me a better person. And like something I tweeted the other day, your life is only as good as the people you know in it, and I think that kind of makes me happy with the person I am as well, if that makes sense. Yeah. What's a sound you hate and a sound you love? Sound I hate. I really do not like, or really hate, when people chew really loudly and like snore. Snoring is like the one probably the most annoying and hated sound I hate. And I think probably like another sound I hate is when you're walking down the street and like there's a construction site, and like they have the big loud drills. I hate that because it literally goes right through your ears. Yeah, and a sound, is it a sound you love? Yeah, a sound you love. Sound I love. I think like, I know this is like really weird, and I know I just said I hate snoring, but when I'm like in bed at night and I can hear Murphy, my dog, like I'm like, my bedroom is right over the kitchen kind of area. I can always hear him like snoring during the night, like if I'm awake. And I think it's like every time like he takes a deep breath, you can hear him snore, and for some reason that like really relaxes me, because I know when he's snoring he's really happy, and that's kind of a good feeling to me. And another sound I love, I know it's really weird, but I love when my sister laughs, because she has such a funny laugh, but a real like happy laugh. That's another sound I love. Just laughter in general, like I just love the sound of people laughing, unless it's an annoying laugh. And another sound, my mum recently got these kind of like chime things in the garden, and sometimes on a windy night, if my window's open, or like if it's not, and I'm like awake, as I said, in bed, and I can hear that, it's really like relaxing, and another sound that I love, because it kind of puts me straight to sleep. So yeah. Smell the air. What do you smell? I just smell my room. Like my room just has its own kind of smell, and I think it can smell my perfume as well, which is, what's the one I'm wearing now? Ghost. I don't know which one it is. It's like, do you know the one that's kind of shaped like a moon, and it's the dark purple one, because there's two of them. There's a light blue one and there's a dark purple one, so it's the dark purple one. Yeah. What was the last movie you saw? Last movie I saw was Thor on Wednesday with Kiri, and oh my god, it just blew my brains out. It's just so good. It's like not a lot of movies are better than their first movie, and this one was, because I thought like, I don't know, like since we know a lot about Loki now and a lot about Thor, like from the Avengers and Thor the first one obviously, but it just was so much better, and I just love it so much. Like when I was like watching the film, I had this like really sick feeling, I don't know what it was, but it felt like I was going to cry because I just was so like into the movie, and I had goosebumps throughout the whole movie because I'm just such a big Marvel fan. And when the movie was over, me and Kiri just looked at each other and we just didn't know what to say because it was literally mind blown. It's just amazing, such an amazing film, and I love it, love it, love it. Such a good movie. I haven't seen a really good movie in a long, long time. Yeah, I love that movie. What's the worst injury you've ever had? I really don't know because of all my siblings, like I have 2 older sisters and 1 younger brother, I'm the only one who's kind of ever been to the hospital. Like I've always gotten something wrong with me or broken something. Like when I was, I'm just gonna name them because I don't know what my worst injury was. I don't know. My first injury I got was when I was like 7. All like some of my friends were playing basketball outside my house, and I was sitting on the wall, and I don't know how, but I fell over off the wall into my next door neighbour's garden and landed on my back. And I obviously probably passed out because I woke up on the ground. Like I don't remember falling, and none of them noticed, which was really weird. So I got up and I was like, okay, like what the hell happened? For some reason, like this is really weird. I landed on my back, but my knee was bleeding. So I don't know. And I fractured a bone in this elbow, but my mom didn't believe me, and I was like, no, I'm serious. Like, well, she thought I was just lying because to get attention or something. I don't know. And my friend at the time, she lived across the way, and her dad was a doctor and was like, yeah, like it's fractured, you need to go to the hospital. And she was like, oh god, I'll call your dad and he'll come pick you up or whatever. So that happened, and then yeah, fractured my elbow. Then another time, I don't know, it's not really like a broken bone or anything, but I went in to get an apple. I don't know what age I was, but I went to get an apple and got it, went to go and close the front door like on my way out, and it's kind of like I was walking out and put my hand like to close the door along with it at the back, but it caught my finger, this middle finger, in the door, and literally it was the most painful thing I've ever come across in my life. Like my mom just knows when I have a certain cry or scream that I'm in a lot of pain, so like literally she just ran out of her room, ran down the stairs, and I just remember looking at the apple and there was like so much blood all over it, and I was like, oh god, what have I done? Like, first, I know this may sound really disgusting, and whoever's watching this, I'm really sorry, but my nail went like pushed back into my finger, and like, ugh, I don't even want to talk about that. It was just disgusting. And then yeah, I had like a big plaster on my middle finger for like ages. And then I think 2 years ago? 2 years ago, yeah, I was coming home from work experience from my friend's house, and I fell off a curb and chipped a bone in my ankle, and yeah, that just kind of happened. So chipped bone in my ankle. I was in a like a boot kind of thing for like a few weeks, and I went to Paris with that boot thing, and it was just so annoying. Yeah, that's all that's ever happened. And I've always had suffered a bad back as well. Just suffer from, and I like as well as that, I always grew up with like really bad, like I always kept spraining my ankle for some reason. Yeah, I'm gonna end this video and kind of do a part 2 because it's getting very long, and yeah, so see you on the other side. Bye.